Can't draw on that. That's my good sheet. There we go. All right, here we go. So all right, yeah. So it does that howl thing, and then it flicks its tail at you, and you go sailing off. Not with fire, but this way. Although that's a fair amount. Yeah, like that.
Sludge element.
Yeah, you get thrown off without any damage, but yeah, you get thrown. Okay. Elvish, you've finished filling up your tent. What do you do?
Well, I immediately turn around and start running back towards the wyvern.
Okay.
No, come on. We all know you climb into the tent and go to sleep.
I just love the image of like this battle music and Shana dislocating its shoulder and all that kind of stuff, and then the music cuts and we cut to Elvish, who's like merrily filling his tent with the tar. Then it cuts back and there's like fire and intense battle music.
So I started running towards the wyvern.
Sure.
I'm going to try and throw the sack of tar in his face.
Okay.
I think an attempt to blind him.
I think it's a volley. Let me just have a look at what the exact wording of volley is. But I think that is a volley. When you take aim and shoot at an enemy at range. Roll plus dex. On a 10 plus, you have a clear shot, deal your damage. On a 7 or 9, choose one. Whichever you choose, deal your damage. It's not really a volley. No, it's not. So I guess you just do it. You run up there and throw the tent full of tar, like up onto its back or onto a wing, or what do you do?
Right in its face.
Yeah, you just do it. So yeah, you throw the tent over its face and it reels up and tries to shake the tar and things off it, and it can't shake it off, and so it sort of vaguely looks in your direction. You can see that it can't quite see because it's covered in black tar, but it blows a gout of fire across, I guess, all three of you. So I want each of you to say how you get out of that, or attempt to anyway.
I guess I just did my shield.
Okay.
I'm out of the way, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. I'm talking about Romerick and...
Romerick would have
Elvish.
moved back a bit because he obviously felt what he was doing, and he knew he was going to have to transform back into human soon, so he's just sort of making his distance while that was happening.
Okay.
I try and dodge out of the way.
Alright, so I need you to roll dexterity.
Oh, actually, can I try and sort of shield bash it as the head comes towards me?
The head comes towards you.
Or was it like too high or something?
No, it's probably too high for you.
Okay, that's fine then.
So that's a fail. Mark experience.
Oh well, something good came with this.
And can you roll for me? I guess I'll just roll it. It's a complicated thing. Look at that. Oh wait, /roll, damn it.
That's a lot of damage.
10.
Oh.
That's pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Could be so much worse.
So yeah, take 10 damage, and that ignores any armor. And you are on fire.
Yeah, because I would have been covered in bitumen from before.
Yes, you would have.
Yep. Well, stop, drop, and roll, obviously.
Obviously. Alright, so, although you took some damage, there's a bit of saving grace because it seems to be flailing around in circles. Not that you're really paying attention because, you're on fire.
Also flail around in circles.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's blind. It can't see any of you, and yeah, it's just flailing around and like flicking its tail and blowing bursts of fire here, there, and everywhere, but not ever actually landing anything.
I take this opportunity to transform back into a bear again.
Back into a bear again.
Yeah. Like going to human, elvish form and then going into bear again.
So you're just trying to bump up your...
Yeah, because I ran out of holds, so...
Okay.
Shana's gonna charge the wyvern and try and jump on its back.
Okay.
This is not as bad as before.
Just made it,
One
Mason.
hold. Just made it.
Shana, what's your intent?
To jump on its back and then stab it with like my sword.
Alright, roll for hack and slash.
Bad rolls.
12.
Beautiful. What do you take
Nice.
from it?
Tail.
Yeah, I was thinking the tail. Well,
Maybe its
actually,
head.
I'll try and while I jump onto its back, I'll like swing down and try and like snap the other wing as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you hear the similar sickening crunch as you like swing your sword down. Roll damage. Yeah, and its right wing goes limp and it howls again and it takes 4 damage, which is a bit disappointing, but whatever.
So how's it like getting around now? Is it kind of like struggling, crawling?
Yeah, it's sort of up on its back legs and supporting itself on its tail, but it's kind of I guess sort of the next scene is it tries to wriggle you off, but it loses balance and falls onto its side because it's effectively got 2 broken arms, right?
Yeah.
And it's not used to being on its. Firstly, it's not used to being on land, fighting on land, and secondly, it's not used to being on its back legs. So yeah, it falls over onto its side, and it's still kicking and flailing and blowing fire everywhere. But yeah, you've got this in a position where you guys have got this.
I guess
I'll
this is a
run up,
neck
I'm
wound
going
or whatever.
to attack his neck.
So, here you go.
Yeah, you're going to attack his neck. Okay.
That's a bit unhonourable, Mr. Paladin. Attacking a crippled dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Leaving.
Well, I didn't attack it while I was sleeping.
Because there's a difference.
This poor blinded, crippled.
Oh yeah. To be fair, it's putting it down. So,
That is such a nice honourable act. Killing this poor beast that's just been trying to feed its family. It's non-existent.
okay.
11.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay, damage.
Now you get bonus damage from marking it. Exterminatus, is that right?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh no, I dropped dice.
$17 damage.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
What
You
the
kill
heck?
it.
I sever its head.
Yeah, you do. It's clean shot straight through the neck.
Wow.
Remrick gives a roar of victory.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's almost max damage.
And
Wow.
I don't know if it is for you guys, but that finished off the battle music for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, do we want to take our break?
Yes.
What do you reckon?
Yeah,
10,
sure.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Beautiful. See you then.
Sweet, let's take that. Oh, how big's tail?
Probably, what, 3.5 meters? 4 meters?
I'll just cut off the end then, the club bit.
Okay.
Strap that onto the mule.
Because that's sound.
That's Jason.
Yeah, Jason, are you using a chainsaw?
You driving
No,
a
I'm
motorbike?
outside. But I have no idea what they're doing.
And Darrows.
Stinking Elizabeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because the cooks live in Elizabeth, don't they?
Close enough.
Yep.
We're kind of like halfway between like Elizabeth and Vogue. It's weird.
Yeah, they're closer to the city than they are to Elizabeth. Alright, but yeah. What do you do? Taking the head?
Yep. Take the head, take the tail.
I think the Atlas seems like a little bit sort of uneasy by it, but it doesn't really say anything.
By taking the head.
Yeah.
Why did you want to carry it?
No.
Alright, so you're just heading home, or?
Yes, so.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, are we setting up camp for tonight, or are we
I
just
guess so.
heading off straight away? I imagine we'll camp one night, right? Alright, and anyway, like, the next time we camp, Shana's gonna get out the keg of wine and just share it with everybody.
Get out the what?
The keg of wine.
Oh yeah.
Just share it with everybody.
Celebratory.
Like, yeah. Real happy that we killed the wyvern.
Cool.
Yes.
Romerick passes on the wine.
Alright.
Yeah. Atlas wouldn't drink too much.
I drink enough for everyone else.
Okay. Can you just make a con check for me?
That is about alcoholism.
No modifying.
You mean alcohol poisoning?
That is alcoholism.
Alcoholism.
Alcoholism is long term.
Yeah, I know.
So market experience.
Uh-oh. Time to roll a new character.
Okay, so you guys, I guess, if you didn't camp on top of the hill, I mean, it's a 2-day journey down, so you camp at some point on your way back. So can you guys decide the watch order and I guess also consume a ration if you have to?
I'll take all but one of the watches. I'll say what I've been doing is taking some time during the night to do my sort of deity thing.
Okay. In the middle of the night.
Yeah, and sort of just like do that while someone else is like taking one of the watches.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't need to like rest.
Alright.
Oh, that's right.
Shana doesn't want to be on first watch.
I'll say I'll take all but the last.
You're on
I'm
fourth?
already passed out drunk.
Hmm.
Am I still on fire?
You okay with first watch?
No, I'll take all but one of the watches.
They're all but one.
Yeah, all but one. All but the last one.
I'll take the last one, I guess.
No, I don't want to take the first one. Somebody has to take the first one.
I am taking all but one of the last one. All
Yeah.
but the last one.
Atlas is taking all of them except for the last one.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess at a certain point, somebody roll a d4. Maybe Robert, you roll a d4 for me, please.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so fairly early in the night, you know, maybe 11 p.m., maybe midnight or something like that, you wake up from your drunken stupor and like you desperately need to pee. So you rush off into the bushes. You know, I don't think they have zips, so you know, I guess unfold or whatever and let it rip on a tree, right? And I don't know whether you think it's the drunkenness or whatever, but you begin to hear whispers in your head, and they you hear whispers and feel a sense of somebody calling you closer.
And also a sense of relief.
Well, since I'm drunk, I don't have a good sense to use the mark in the shade, so I follow the voice.
Okay.
I'd probably see that and be like, "Whoa, don't go too far off, man."
You mean when he ran off to?
That's cool.
I'm just like really
Why,
sensitive. Like,
why are you
no,
looking at me? Why
I'm not gonna let him leave.
You're not gonna let it. Well, he's off in the bushes peeing.
If I'm talking about like if he goes to try and go further than that.
So you're just sitting there watching him pee?
Yeah, can't be at that
No.
middleman.
But like I'd probably hear rustling if he went further, right?
Well, you can defy danger with your wisdom for me to see if you hear him moving off.
I hear the voices.
Yeah.
2d6 plus nothing.
Alright,
no.
mark an experience.
Ugh.
And, you, Elvis, you go walking off further towards the voices. It sort of takes you away from the camp light, and Atlas, we'll say you can still hear him peeing in the tree. Like, you didn't hear the footsteps of him walking away. You just hear him going for, like, the longest pee you've ever heard in your life. Heard or seen or anything, you know?
Trap.
Alright, so, Elvis, in your mind, the voices are like, yes, come closer, this is perfect, we'll give you everything that you want, and all that kind of stuff. You stumble through the bush, sort of not like being fairly blind drunk, and eventually get to a point where you realize that you look around and you can't even see your feet. That's how black it is around you. And it's like the sort of thing where if you reach out your hand, it sort of goes into a black fog and you can't see your hand anymore, and like you're so deeply in the darkness that you can't see anything.
Does he have tattoos as well?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I do. So yeah, it's about this time that I realize that I'm afraid of the dark. I start screaming and running blindly.
Okay, do you want to give me a constitution check, please?
It can't be worse than the last one.
Could be.
I need to look at the wording of your mark. When the shadows approach you, you are resistant to their temptations. Treat a miss as a 7 to 9 when rolling the shadows approach. Okay.
Very nice.
10,
Whoa.
alright. Okay. So you scream and rush around. And by the way, Atlas, you can't hear any of the screaming and yelling and craziness. You run around and get yourself completely lost. You can't see the firelight. You're in the darkness, and all around you, everywhere you move is just bush, and you can't seem to escape the darkness. What do you do? Hello?
Who's this? This is me?
Yes, this is you.
Can't escape the darkness. Well, I guess I just fall down on the ground and curl up into a ball.
Your fetal positioning.
Yeah.
Okay. something touches your head, strokes you on the back of the head, sort of once, twice, and then you realize it's like patting you. And you hear a voice, whether in your head or out in the real world, you don't know, but it says, there, it's okay. The darkness is not so terrifying.
It kind of is, though.
No. See, I live in it. It's my whole world. I'm not afraid. And you shouldn't be afraid either.
Well, you've convinced me. So what's your name then?
I don't have a name.
Oh,
There's no-
that. Let's call you Darky, if that's not too racist.
And seriously, it is a chuckle like that, like a almost high pitched, like a maniacal chuckle. And it says, that is fine. It's not often I get to talked to by anybody. You see, the people...
That must be awfully lonely. You should really join us back in town. There's this great tavern, you'd really love it there.
Oh, I intend to go to that town that you referred to. But, I can't quite do it yet, and that's where you come in.
Oh, by all means. How can I help you?
Yeah,
In your
nicely.
circumstances.
Yes. I need you to let me in.
But is this
Sure.
like a female voice, or...?
No, probably masculine, but like kind of the metro kind of masculine, like only just masculine.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It says, I need you simply just to let me in.
Look, man, I don't really swing that way, but look, there's some great ladies in the tavern. I'll introduce you to the tavern keeper's wife. She's loves guys like you.
You can see it, you can hear its sort of tempers getting away from it. It goes, no, I need you to allow me into your mind and into your body.
Yeah, man. Not when you say into my body. What exactly did you mean by that?
It's harmless, I assure you. All it means is that I can bypass certain restraints that are placed on me.
Look, I was drunk one time and there was this half orc, and he said it was harmless too.
Oh, I'm gonna bring back an old rule. You can have an experience for that.
Oh. Oh man.
But I can tell it that's probably not what you're talking about. So, what do I get out of this? If you get my body, you get access to my mind. Is this going to be? Am I just going to be some kind of meat puppet that you're driving around the place, or what's the deal?
Well, I'll be honest. There is somewhat of an exchange. I will require some of your time from time to time. Small things, an hour here or an hour there. Besides that, you'll be in control of your own faculties.
Well, I'm fine for say Tuesday evenings, Thursday evenings. You can have it those hours. The rest of the time, I tend to be busy. But maybe we can work something out then.
So, it's... How do I do this? It produces, like, seemingly out of thin air, a dark blue scroll, with like some language that you don't recognize, and it's clearly a contract. And right down the bottom is a dotted line with an X on it, and it hands you a quill.
Yeah, I might have to get my attorney to look over this first. Can I
Come
bring
on.
this back to you in, say, a couple of days?
It's not that difficult. Surely you can just sign the bit of paper. Just,
So I can't understand anything that it said.
did I cut out, did I?
Yeah, well, I reach into my pack and I bring out a scroll of my own. I say, well, this is something I keep handy on me because, you know, I get around a lot of towns, I get around a lot of women, I tend to get married and unmarried fairly often. So here's a pre-written prenup arrangement that I've got. If you sign that for me, then I'll sign your scroll.
Alright, what's on it?
It just basically means I get to keep all my money and my... It's all very basic. I get to keep all my gear if we split up.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, it agrees, and it will sign your prenup.
Sweet.
So we have a deal?
Okay, yeah, we have a deal. I go ahead and sign this blue scroll.
Okay. It disappears from in front of your face. And then the darkness reels away, and you can see off probably about maybe 50 or 60 meters. You can see the firelight off in the distance, but it seemingly just disappeared.
But I don't feel as afraid of the darkness anymore now that I've
No.
made an agreement with it. So I calmly walk back to the camp.
All right. Can I just have like a minute? I'll be back in a sec.
Yep. So. So that's it. Elfish is married.
Yep.
Seems a bit
I'm getting
Oh, you should be
concerned
happy
about his
for
wife.
me.
I've returned.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. So obviously, I assume you make your way back to the firelight.
Yep. Yeah, that's right.
Alright. Yeah, so Atlas, it's been like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna, when he comes back, and be like, you alright, man? You're peaceful lover. You've been holding on like this whole time?
I ate a bit of that wyvern while we were up the top there, and it has not been sitting well with me. I just had to take care of some other business there.
Okay, man. Okay, just take it easy.
Yeah, well, I go back to sleep.
Okay. Righto, so I guess the rest of the watches go on eventfully.
I want to do something in my watch.
You don't have a watch. We discussed this. Atlas is
Yeah.
taking 3 of the 4
Yeah, we
watches,
said it
and
3
Romeric's taking the
times.
other one.
Alright.
You can do it in the morning if you want, but you didn't have a watch.
Alright. I'm gonna go buy a watch. No, Shana's gonna like plant the sword in the ground in her tent and kind of like talk to it.
Okay.
And just trying to like convince it to let her be the champion to wield it.
Okay, we're gonna break this up into a couple of different things. First off, give me a charisma.